Holy Name versus Gilmour boys basketball at the East versus West Challenge on your home for all Holy Name sports. Holy Name Athletics YouTube up next. Warrensville Heights High School, home of the Warrensville Heights Tigers. This is Holy Name boys basketball on your home for all Holy Name sports, Holy Name Athletics YouTube. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this broadcast between the 4-1 Gilmour Academy Lancers and the 3-3 Holy Name Green Wave. I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this afternoon in the East versus West Challenge in 2023 on the last normal weekend of 2023 before we go into the Christmas and New Year weekends. Holy Name coming off a big 70-50 win last night over higher-ranked Normandy at the Invader Dome, led by 24 points by Drew Stiers, 19 by Adam Humanek, and 17 by Max Bolin. Other things, you got Danny Stipley, Robin Sanchez, and Aiden Butler, along with Colin Hall Johnson, all getting their first varsity bucket of the new year. Then you look at the Lancers, last night coming off a big win of their own, 78-51 over NDCL, getting them to 62.8 points per game for them and 53.2 against them. That is why I have them as 8-point favorites going into tonight's contest, as they have looked really solid this year. Their only loss coming in overtime against the Berea Mid-Park Titans, 66-63 at their place earlier on in December. Holy Name, they've had 3 losses so far this year, 1-1 at showcases, winning the first one against Riverside, 84-61, and their loss coming last week, 77-66 against the Lou in a big game that Jesse McCullough posted 20 points. Otherwise, their losses have come to Lou West and North Ridgeville, both by double digits. Tonight, Holy Name looks to get back on a winning streak. They have yet to post 2 games in a row won this year, and they look to change that, while the Lancers, they've won 3 straight, look to extend that to 4 after starting the year 1-1. A common opponent from last year that both teams had was Benedictine, where it was the Lancers taking down Benny 54-48 to open up the year this year. Looking at Holy Name's future games, you got Lake Catholic and Padua to close out 2023. Well, I'm not sure of what the Lancers have, but the Lancers, they have looked good. Last night, Nick Iliano, 21 points in his first career start for the Lancers. He looks to continue that, also posting a couple threes and a couple slam dunks. It'll be a big game today for both teams. Holy Name looking to go above 500 for the first time since December 2nd. And like I said, the Lancers looking to get a win streak going together here. 4 in a row would be big for them. And once again, same event manager as last week. We'll have a Gatorade player of the game as well as a Keon Sports player of the game following the conclusion of this contest. A nice new facility here at Warrensville Heights High School, a gym next to us as well. This one definitely the nicer of the two. We are on the scorer's table side. Unfortunately, due to the rules of the showcase, we cannot show it as it is an audio-only call, but just a very nice gym. You have the kind of scoreboard you'll see in the arena, the 4-sided one, where you'll have the scoreboard of the home and guests with a logo underneath. And you will also have the bleachers behind each of the baskets. It's pretty nice of a gym. Looking forward to seeing this one. Probably the nicest facility we've seen all year. Yeah, the Invader Dome's up there, but just the fact of newness and the state-of-the-artness, if you will, this one takes the cake as Gilmour looks to make it their home once again, while Holy Name, they're trying to make an impact here. So far this year, they've beaten the teams they're supposed to and lost to the teams they're supposed to as well. If they win today, this is the first one that breaks the mold, and they're really looking for a game that breaks the mold, especially against a well-respected opponent in Gilmour Academy, respected in all sports around the OHSAA. Now we turn it over to the in-stadium PA announcer for our beginning festivities.
First, the visitors from Holy Name High School. And junior number 3, Drew Stiers. Junior number 4, Max Allen. The senior number 10, Joe Lewis. The senior number 12, Adam Human. And the senior number 23, Andrew Cole. Now for Gilmour Academy. A senior number 0, Jimmy Lawless. Senior number 3, Tim Lee. Junior number 10, Kai Jackson. Junior number 11, Nick Iliano. And junior number 24, David Funstein.
Same as last week, the national anthem will be foregone. Holy Name going into this game after last night's 70-50 victory over Normandy, 68.8 points per game for them and 65.5 against. Once again, I give Gilmour the -7.5 money line going into tonight's contest. You'll see that for every game, as there are no official odds posted by anyone in the OHSAA. So why not take a crack at it? Why not have some of those bad bets here? The over-under, I'd say, for this game. Looking at these teams, let's say 125 is the over-under. Why not? Let's go for a big scoring contest tonight. 125 over-under. Tip-off goes in favor of the Lancers, and we are underway. Except it goes in favor of Holy Name as it bounces out of bounds off the tip. First time we've seen that, I think, ever really, a tip-off going out of play to begin the game. Holy Name will take it, as I believe the rule goes that they will still get the ball to begin the second and third. Bolin working outside the arc, kicks inside. Stiers makes a nice run to the rim. No good, bouncing off the right side. Board taken in by the Lancers, but bounces out of bounds. As Funstein couldn't keep a hold of it, it will remain with the green wave. Physicality inside the arc was a big reason why Holy Name was able to win yesterday, and how Normandy even found some success. You saw Krolaski, number 11 of the Invaders, post 22, mostly inside the arc. Stiers working on Lee outside of it, has Bolin to his right, screen set by Cole. He drives inside, blocked down by Iliano. Nice job from him in his second career start with the Lancers to begin the game. Funstein, the floater over Cole, no good. Rebound by Joe Lewis. Bolin takes up the left side of the court, kicks, corner, Humanek gives back, Bolin from downtown. In and out, no good. Rebound by Funstein, getting it over Cole and Lewis, the two big men. An unchanged starting five for the Green Wave with Cole, Lewis, and the big three for the Lancers. Lawless, Lee, Funstein, Iliano, and Jackson. Jackson in the corner, kicks to the top of the arc to Lee. Lee kicks inside the paint, Funstein the run. First points of the game go to the Lancers. Funstein, a floater, gets it in for Gilmour. Just nice double work there by Gilmour, not doing anything crazy, but getting things started the way they need to. Screen set by Cole against Lee. Stiers using it, kicks. Bolin over the head of Lawless, drives in the paint, floater. Bounces off the right side of the rim, no good. Bounces around, and it will stay with Holy Name as Iliano got a little too physical with Joe Lewis going up to grab the board. Look like it'll be actually on Funstein. They'll give him his first. So the first foul of the game goes against the Lancers, and Holy Name will have their second inbound on the baseline. Watch for physicality to play a big part in today's contest. Holy Name getting a lot of fouls in the last couple of games, especially from the line. The success rate has been through the roof in the last couple of games, coming off the 8 for 22 performance against North Ridgeville on December 5th. Board by Lewis. Inside to Cole, bobbles against Lawless. He kicks the floater from Cole. In and out, no good. Cole the board over Lewis. The floater from Cole, no good again. The rebound, Stiers the board, no good. Into the hands now of Tim Lee of the Lancers. 3 shots, all not going for the Green Wave. So far shooting today, Holy Name 0 for 5. Jackson in corner 3, no good. Rebound, Andrew Cole. Bolin taking up the left side once again. Bolin, coast to coast, slams it down! So the fans are like, oh my goodness, Max Bolin's legit. He baptizes him at the rim. Well, that's one way to get your first point if you're Holy Name. Funstein working on Lewis inside the paint. That one falls for Funstein. So now it's a 4-2 Gilmour lead, but Max Bolin, he's still recovering from that slam. What a job from him. Bolin working out the screen by Lewis from 3. That one not falling. Lewis, it bounces behind him and rebound taken in by Tim Lee. And Lawless will settle. Lawless to Funstein. Funstein kicks outside. Lawless the floater at the arc inside of it. It's good. Just outside the paint. It's a 6-2 lead for the Lancers. Bolin gives Stiers. Stiers working against Tim Lee. The floater contested foul on the shot against Lee will send Drew Stiers to the line for the first time today. Stiers on the year averaging 21.2 points per game going into tonight's contest. Had 24 last time out against Normandy last night. He's had himself an impressive year thus far, winning Keon Sports Player of the Game for the first game we did and the game last night. Stiers is first. Off the front of the rim and in, it goes for Stiers. He will open a scoring account with 1. It'll be Cole subbing out for Chris Camargo. Camargo last night posting 5, I believe, averaging give or take 4 points per game this season. So Holy Name opens their scoring 1 for 1 from the line today, looking to go 2 for 2 on Stiers' second. They don't. It's in and out, no good. Grab by Lee on the rebound. Corner, no one home. Iliano from the corner. It falls for the Lancers. No one in the zip code. Iliano left wide open, makes a pay. It's a 9-3 Gilmour lead. Bolin drives, bobbles it. It goes out of play. It will stay with Holy Name. It does. They're going to say it went off a shoot of Gilmour. They'll remain with the green wave. So the injury report for the Green Wave remains the same as last time out. You are without Brody Boyert due to knee soreness and a high ankle sprain by Aaron Riley. Boyert looks to make a return, hopefully Tuesday, against Lake Catholic at 7:15 in Menor. Camargo's first involvement, working on Iliano, drives inside the arc, floats it. That one no good, the defense by Funstein. Rebound, Iliano, thought about chucking it up the court, doesn't. Tim Lee to settle. Corner, fake by Lawless, drives against Bolin, kicks out Iliano, who has 3. Hands, Lawless against Stiers in the corner. Kicks out to Tim Lee. Lee, 10 points last night against the Lions of Notre Dame Cathedral Latin. Funstein kicks out corner for Lawless. It falls! 2 corner threes in succession for the Lancers. There's a 12-3 run to begin the game. Well, we say it goes to the second half. Whoever comes out better wins the game. Right now, the first half might be the implication of that. The 9-point lead for Gilmour. Inside off the shoe of Lee, goes back to Funstein. Gilmour starting off hot, a 9-point lead. Looking to add on to it. Funstein drives on Lewis. There'll be a foul against Joe Lewis on the shot to send David Funstein to the line for 2. So the Holy Name's first foul of the quarter, which will now send David Funstein to the line for 2. Funstein, the 6'4" junior at the line for his first. It falls. So now it's a 13-3 Gilmour lead as Cole subs in for Joe Lewis. You can hear all the substitutions being made via our in-stadium announcer. For the Lancers, Flattery to check in at the next stoppage. This will be a stoppage. He will check in for Funstein. Funstein does his job and gives his Lancers a 14-3 advantage. Only Holy Name points coming courtesy of Max Bolin inside the arc and Drew Stiers from the charity stripe. Camargo working against the recently hot Iliano. So far in the last couple of games, he has himself a combined 24 in less than 5 quarters of play. Cole, working on the recently checking in Flattery. Nice run by Himinek, goes to the rim and in for Adam Himinek. He opens his scoring account for the afternoon with 2. Lawless kicks it to Iliano. Back inside the arc, Flattery. Pivoting against Cole, kicks outside the arc, Iliano. Iliano matching up against Bolin, kicks from Curry range. It's no good on the shot from Renfro. Board, corralled by Andrew Cole. Bolin takes it up. Inside Cole, puts it up and in. You don't see that often, but Andrew Cole adds himself to the score sheet for the Green Wave. Andrew Cole, it seems like he's been playing with a lid on the rim the last couple of games, but he finds himself a nice little basket on a nice pass, receiving inside the arc. Olsen kicks outside, Lawless. 2:45 to go in the first. Picked off by Humanick and kept in play by Adam Humanick in transition. It's good. The steal and the put in by Adam Humanick. He now has 4 on the afternoon, leading Holy Name. It's now a 14-9 game. Holy Name 6-0 run. Tipped by Camargo, corralled, Flattery for the Lancers. Kicks out to Olsen. Lawless, and a treble against Lawless. It goes back to the Green Wave. A 14-3 run turns into a 6-0 run. It's a 5-point Gilmour advantage as substitutions are being made by head coach Fisher of the Lancers. Or correction, no, it is Dan DeCrane. There we go. Head coach will hit it on the sheet.
And for Holy Names, number 13, Aiden Butler.
Apparently Aiden Butler's checked in, even though he's not in the court. We'll see him in a little bit, though, I'm sure. Bowen taking it up the court, working against Olsen, driving on the right side. What a job from him to put it away. Drives on the right side, working on that left shoulder of Olsen, drives to the rim, and places it off the glass. The bank and the scoring is open for the Green Wave. It's an 8-0 run. Tim Lee kicks it outside the arc to Kingston Seals. Seals inside, Flattery. Hands, Tim Lee working on Cole. Nice defense by Cole, tipped by Camargo. Bowen the steal. And it will be Holy Name ball over and back. Substitutions being made. Funstein to check back in. If you clicked off and clicks back on, Holy Name getting hot at the right time. It has been an 8-0 run in the last couple of minutes. But the big story of this game so far is turning defense into offense. That has been the big key reason why Holy Name has found the success they have, as well as talking. They did a lot better job of communicating with each other. That is why they were down. They weren't communicating. Stires outside the arc for the kill shot. No good. Rebound corralled by Kingston Seals. And here come the Lancers as Lee takes it down the right side of the court with 90 seconds to play in the first quarter. Seals working on Humanick. In the corner is Olsen, drives, kicks, Funstein from downtown, over the backboard and out of play. It'll go back to the Green Wave, so they will have another opportunity for the kill shot. Camargo to inbound here to Bolin. Chris Camargo taking up that Humanick role last year of getting a lot of the threes for the Green Wave, especially in the corner and in front of the arc. Bolin driving against Olsen. He is stripped of the ball, and it will go back to the Lancers. Bolin not appreciating the call, but maybe the right one as Gilmour takes back possession. Iliano check in now for Gilmour with around a minute to play, minute 3 to be exact. 14-11, Gilmour leads in the opening frame. Seals to inbound over Stires, kicks it to the right side where David Funstein takes up the court. Funstein, what a no-look pass to Seals. Seals chucks it, and Danny Stibley tips it away. He'll be Holy Name ball. Stibley on the bench trying to pick off the ball on the wayward pass. No one home or even in the vicinity for the Lancers. And that will send Jackson to the sidelines for Brady Olsen. So here we go. 56.7 to play in the first quarter. Holy Name down by 3. Chris Camargo taking up the center of the court for the Green Wave. Gives Maxwell Ball on the left side, work out the screen, Cole to run. Cole rejected by the rim. Olsen on the right side to take it up for the Gilmour Lancers. Kicks to Iliano. Iliano fighting Camargo, run. Olsen under the rim, kicks outside to Iliano. Iliano matching up on Camargo. Camargo pushing him in the corner, and he steps out of play. Holy Name once again makes an offensive stop, but now they need to turn their defense into offense if they want to take a tie into the second quarter with 29:5 to play in the first. Bowen taking it up the court on the right side for the Green Wave. 20 seconds left to play in the opening frame. It is Holy Name down by 3. Humanick to tie it. In and out, no good. Rebound. Tried to be corralled in by Lee, but he was fouled. But it will go still to the Lancers going against Cole. The foul, that'll be his first. Checking in for the Lancers is Jimmy Lawless. Lawless so far only a triple that he corralled in on the left side, in between the center of the arc and the elbow. Funstein to inbound here, 15-2 to go. Olsen taking up the right side. Gilmour, presumably the last shot of the quarter. Cole fighting for it along with Camargo. Picked up by Stiers. Holy Name has a chance to tie it. Stiers falls, tries finding Bolin. It'll go and be Holy Name ball according to the near judge. The far judge says Gilmour. They might say a foul. Either way, it's going to be Holy Name ball. Not seeing what the call is. It'll be Holy Name ball. No given call why. With 3:1 to go in the quarter. Cold inbound. Camargo, Humanek needs to put up a prayer. He does. Contested. It's no good. He'll go into the second with Holy Name on an 8-0 run. No scoring in the last couple of minutes where Gilmour finds themselves up 14-11 over the Green Wave. You are watching Holy Name versus Gilmour basketball, East versus West challenge on your home for all Holy Name sports, Holy Name Athletics YouTube. Back for another quarter of play here at Warrensville Heights High School. Your score, Holy Name down 14-11 to the Gilmour Lancers. If you're just tuning in, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this afternoon. What started off as a bleak game for the Green Wave has turned somewhat positive as they've gone on an 8-0 run, 2 points away from a kill shot to begin the second quarter. Butler, the Jackrabbit, checked into the game, trying to get some impact here against Olsen. He's fighting. Olsen gives Feinstein inside the arc to Lee. Lee the floater, it's good. The kill shot will not happen quite yet as Gilmour opens the scoring of the second quarter. Make it now a 16-11 Gilmour lead. Humanek takes a shot against Lee, kicks out Bolin. Bolin has Lawless against him. He has 4 on the night. Bolin spins, floater to Butler, kicks out. Bolin for 2. It's good. Foot on the line makes it a 2 and a 16-13 game at the same time. Long range basketball, and he likes to take those Curry range shots. That one a Curry range 2. Lewis sends it down. It'll be Gilmour ball, but Joe Lewis, I swear every game I have to yell rejected by Lewis. He's good for about a block a game. We'll take it. It'll still be Gilmour ball, but with command, that one was sent down. As I said last night, I'll say it again. Put some respect on Joe Lewis's name as Lawless sinks the 3. Nice job from Lawless on the inbound. Drains the triple, nothing but nylon. Stiers off the pick, set by Lewis. Goes in, bobbles it, loses it. The Jackrabbit rebounds. Butler kicks, corner, Stiers. Working on Funstein. Lucky not to get called for a travel, and it's in. Lucky Euro step for Stiers, but it's good for another bucket. Holy Name within 3 again. Or correction, 4. They get 6. Bucket in by the Lancers on a nice little floater near to the rim. We've that one coming courtesy of Lee. Bolin on the right side against Lawless, who has 6. Bolin from downtown. No good off the left side. Lewis fighting for a jump ball. It'll be a foul instead as Gilmour will keep possession as Olsen was sent to the ground. Olsen so far today hosting, I believe, 0 points, but his defensive impact has been what he's been known for, the 6'1 junior from Hudson, Ohio. Inbound here, Lee kicks to Jackson. Jackson on the left side working on Butler. Cole to help defense. Cole fighting. Lucky not to get called for a foul as he kind of gave him a bear hug there. Lawless kicks. Jackson inside the arc to Funstein. Kicks, floater from Iliano, no good. Board, Cole. Cole let Butler take it off the left side. That one tipped out of play by Tim Lee. Just grabs the ball into his hand. Can't corral it in, but got a nice piece of it. Checking in now is Lucas Renfro, posting 19 last night in the 78-51 victory over NDCL. Humanick to inbound for the Green Wave. Second in scoring, only behind Bolin. It'll remain Holy Name ball after that one tipped out of play. Humanick and Bolin combining for 10 of the 15 so far for the Green Wave. Humanick inbounds, Aiden Butler. He has it on the left side, matched up against Iliano. He's trying to direct traffic here, looking for a screen. He calls over Cole, he gets it. He works off it, drives to the rim, and in! An and one for Aiden Butler! Got his first bucket last night. That's all he needed to get going. He'll have an and one opportunity. Aiden Butler, though, standing in the fire. He might not be the tallest guy, but like Muggsy Bogues, he gets results. He's Holy Name's very own Muggsy Bogues in the 2020s. For the and one, he gets it. He has 5 points in 2 games. Who would have thought this was happening going into last night? The Jackrabbit looking good, driving and scoring from the charity stripe. Bobbling around. Funstein trying to put it up, goes up and down, no travel called. Humanick the steal in transition. Humanick kicks Stiers and a travel, that one going against Adam Humanick. So the up and down not going to be given a travel, but Adam Humanick's last step will be given. It goes back to the Lancers with a 3-point lead in hand for Gilmour. Both teams making a decent trip out here, pulling in about 20 minutes away from Warrensville Heights. Gates Mills, a whole hike and a half to get here for them. I would say maybe around an hour from Gates Mills to here potentially. 45 hours, something in that range. Floater no good from Seals. Kick out, 3, it's good! Jackson drains it from in front of the arc. It's 24-18 Gilmour. Butler drives again. Pivots, corner 3 for Humanick, contested. Bang! Humanick gets it to fall in the right corner. So Holy Name matches. Another 3, Lawless. It's raining threes at Warrensville Heights. 3 in a row on 3 possessions shared. It is now 27-21. Will we get a 4th 3? Let's see. Butler. He drives against Jackson. Kicks out, Stiers. He drives, floater. That one no good, over Seals, rebound by the Lancers. Jackson on the left side kicks. The 3 for Renfro, no good. Tips out of play, it'll be Holy Name ball as it goes out against Lawless. Lawless getting up over Maxwell Bolin, a good 7 inches shorter than the 6'4" junior from Cuyahoga Heights. And a timeout goes to Gilmour. 4:23 left to go in the first half at Warrensville Heights. 3 threes in a row combined gives 27-21 advantage to the Lancers. As we return from the break here at Warrensville Heights, 27-21 advantage for the Gilmour Lancers. On your screen, we have the save the date for the night at the races and the QR code. It'll be February 3rd from 6 p.m. to midnight. Thank you to the Athletic Boosters for all you do to support Holy Name Athletics and our efforts here at Holy Name Broadcasting. Bowling inside the arc, and a foul off ball against the Green Wave will give it to Gilmour. Waiting to see who it's against. I probably could have guessed that. It's against Andrew Cole, most likely on an attempted pick. I didn't see anything. Coach Patton is not happy with the call. I wouldn't see anything that was worth giving a penalty for, but nonetheless, it will go against Holy Name, their first of the quarter. Starting with will be Brady Olsen. He takes it up the left side, and now the center against Butler. Butler so far tonight, 3 points. Over and back, there it is. Butler forces it. It'll be Holy Name ball. I said it before they even called it. It was too obvious to miss. You can't have your pivot foot on one side of the court and have your other foot on the other. You really can't do that. And it gives it back to the Green Wave. Chris Camargo checks in for Andrew Cole. He goes now to the sidelines. Butler looking to inbound, directing traffic, looking for someone to get home. Kicks it back court to Chris Camargo. He'll take it up for the Green Wave. Camargo working on Olsen, drives corner to Butler. Butler drives, nice pass, Stiers, they'll put back it in for Drew Stiers. He's had a habit of getting under the rim and in tonight. Lawless kicks it outside, Lee, now to Renfro. Inside pass from Olsen to Seals, off the head and back to him. Corner three for Renfro, doesn't fall. Rebound over the head of the Green Wave for Lee. The corner three falls for Lawless. From smacking it off your teammate's face to a triple, Gilmour did it all in that possession. Bowen drives coast to coast. It's in. The finger roll goes off the orange to the white. Olsen kicks outside. Lee inside the arc. It will be Seals to the corner. Three for Olsen. No good. Rebound corralled by Big Max Bowen, who had a nice slam last night at the Invader Dome. Bowen kicks. Stiers open for three. In and out, no good. Rebound corralled by Seals. And it will be Olsen to take it up. Not many threes falling for the Green Wave, but a plethora taken. Lawless from the corner. It falls for the Lancers. Jimmy Lawless seals another triple. Timeout called. That'll be a full timeout for the Green Wave with 2:41 left to go in the opening half. Like I said, Gilmour projected to win by 8, have an 8-point advantage over the Green Wave. Stay tuned after halftime for a couple minutes as we'll bring you the Holy Name Broadcasting halftime show. We're about halfway through halftime on the clock, so about 5 minutes left on the clock. We'll be back on to bring you the halftime show and get you all caught up to speed for the second half. You'll find it here on Holy Name Athletics YouTube. Bowen inbounds the ball to get things underway after the full timeout as Gilmour, they've gone on a little bit of a run, being deadly from outside the arc. Butler, corner, Stiers floats it over the head of Funstein. It works, it goes in for Stiers. Stiers having himself a game here in Warrensville Heights. Hands off, Jimmy Lawless to the corner to Jackson. Stiers the steal. Stiers on offense and defense, getting it done. Hunick to Stiers, corner, Butler, Camargo from three. No good off the front of the rim. Stiers gets the rebound, fights for it. It'll be a foul against the Lancers. Stiers does enough to corral it in. A foul will go against Jackson. That'll be his second, team second. So that will send Jackson to the sidelines. Tim Lee to check in now for the Lancers. Lewis to check in as well for the Green Wave at the next stoppage of play. Handoff, Bowen on the overlapping run against Lawless. Kicks inside Butler. Smack to the ground. It will remain with Holy Name, but Butler kind of got hit on the backside. Joe Lewis now checks in for Aiden Butler as he is slow to get off the court. I expect to see him later down the stretch of this game. Knowing Aiden Butler, he is a fighter and a warrior on the court. Lewis takes the inbound. Camargo, no one home, fakes the three. Pivoting, gives Max Bowen. And a reach-in foul against Jimmy Lawless. The third foul against the Lancers with $1:54 to go in the opening half of play. So Bowen inbound, Holy Name down by 6. Camargo backcourt, Stiers beyond the arc, and Lewis and Himinek inside. Himinek makes a run to the corner. He takes a three. It falls for Himinek. He sinks that one over Tim Lee in a three-point game. In transition, Iliano tries to find a pass, kept in play, but it will go out. It's a Holy Name ball. They have a chance to tie it up. What a turn of events. Coach Patton's full timeout leads to a 5-0 run for the Green Wave and a chance to tie things back up going into the half. Stiers inside Camargo, hands Lewis. Lewis bobbles. It goes to the Lancers. Bowen back against Lawless, who has it outside the arc. Bad pass, but somehow goes to Lee to the corner. Three for Iliano. Off the side of the rim, no good. Tipped out of play on the board. It goes back to the Green Wave. Like I said, he's a physical kid. Aiden Butler checks back into the game. But still something to monitor. Butler kind of hobbling onto the court. But I think he's basically told Coach Patton, I'm going back in. You don't keep me out of this game for too long. Butler feeling a shot as well. 5 points in 2 games so far this weekend. Inbound goes to Stiers on the left side. Stiers, 7 points. Still somehow behind Max Bowen. It feels like Stiers had a lot more points than him tonight. Stiers off the shoe. It'll be a kickball violation against Olsen. An attempted shoe shine, if you will. But nonetheless, it will remain with the Green Wave with 1:12 to go in the opening half of play. Humanek to inbound here to the Jackrabbit. Bowen working against Olsen, gives Butler back to Bowen to tie it. No good. Board Lewis the putback. No good. Board corralled by Iliano. Bowen trying to get a piece of it, but no avail. Olsen, Funstein fakes, gets Stiers to jump out of his shoes and puts it away. He puts Stiers on midair skates. Bowen on the right side and a foul against Olsen. That will be Gilmour's 4th. So now any foul that Gilmour commits will send the Green Wave to the line. 35-30, Gilmour leads. If each team adds 10 more points to their tally, you're about what the last game was in its entirety. Last game being, I believe, a 48-37 victory for Hawken, 49-37 over Spire. One of those two. That one out of bounds. It's Holy Name ball off the foot of Flattery. Gilmour can't believe it, and I don't know if I can either. It was definitely close, but I don't know if it touched a Gilmour player. Butler to inbound. Outside the arc, Stiers. Kicks, Bowen. Less than 40 seconds to play here in the opening half. Bowen corners. Humanek. Back to Bowen. Bowen checks up for 3. Over the backboard, no good. The defense from Brady Olsen holds. It'll go back to the Lancers. Checking in now is Jimmy Lawless sending Kevin Flattery to the sidelines. Inbound here will go to Brady Olsen. Less than half a minute to go in the opening half. Gilmour looking to add on to their lead. Tim Lee hands Lawless. Lawless gets it onto the right hand of Iliano. Kicks right side of Lee. Lee inside the arc. Awkward pass to Funstein. Funstein in the paint. Lewis gets a steal. One last chance for Holy Name. Humanek. He kicks it. Stiers needs to put up a shot. Stiers puts it up the last second. No good. Airballed. And for the second game in a row, Holy Name loses track of time going into the half and puts up a half-hearted shot to go into the half. Now your score at the half. Holy Name down 35-30 over the Gilmour Lancers. Once again, we'll take around a 5-minute break and be back on for the Holy Name Broadcasting pregame show. And once again, next week, 3 games. Tuesday at Lake Havoc, 7:15. Wednesday, girls home, Padua, 7 p.m. And then Friday at Padua for the boys, 6 p.m. To stay updated on all the games that we're covering, follow Holy Name Broadcasting on Instagram and Twitter. To stay updated on all of Holy Name sports, follow Holy Name Athletics on Instagram and Twitter. And finally, subscribe here to Holy Name Athletics YouTube and put on push notifications to be notified when we go live 10 minutes on the clock. We'll be back on at 5 for the halftime show. Welcome back to Warrensville Heights High School, home of the Tigers, here as we bring you the Holy Name Broadcasting halftime show. Gilmour up 35-30 over the Holy Name Green Wave. And in other Holy Name basketball news, it is the Invaders of Normandy up 21-17 with 25.5 seconds left to go near the half at Holy Name High School. That game also here on Holy Name Athletics YouTube via our huddle camera. Normandy currently at the line shooting 2. But in this game, it's been a story of defense turning into offense. Gilmour has done a better job of it, and when Holy Name has done a good job of doing it, they've not been able to convert on it. That has been a big reason why they're down by 5 points at this point in the game. That's also a reason why I saw this game as an 8-point favorite for Gilmour. Looking at them, they don't allow many points in their games. This might be the most points they've allowed in the first half in a while. Yesterday, they put up this many points in the first quarter alone. They put up 32 on NBCL. They are not used to having to play tough defense. They usually have to turn that defense into offense. Today, they really haven't had to turn that defense into offense. Their defense has done a good enough job, and then when they score, it helps. When they don't, no harm, no foul. They have not let Holy Name lead at all in this game. Holy Name has been behind the whole entire time. That is definitely something to watch for the rest of the game, seeing what can be done to prevent that if you're Holy Name. But on the other hand, if you're Holy Name, you got to convert your shots. That is why you're down. You got to convert your shots. You got to stop taking threes. I don't know why they're shooting as many threes as they are. Take it inside the arc, drive it, give it to Stiers, give it to Bolin, even give it to Aiden Butler. He's been driving well the last 2 games. Give it to him, and they'll have plenty of success. For Gilmour, do the same thing. David Funstein has done an excellent job inside the paint today, corralling in 8 points, mainly off of floaters or hook shots. And now as that game goes to the half, for the girls at Holy Name, it's 21-19 in favor of the Invaders. So close one to monitor there. Holy Name down by a combined 7 points in 2 games. So Holy Name hoping to get at least 1, if not 2 wins in these games that are going on at the same time. Holy Name coming back now from the half. Get to see some of the guys we saw yesterday. We saw a little bit of Danny Stillby down the stretch, and in the middle of the game, we saw Colin Hall Johnson. Haven't seen him yet. He put up 2 points in that game. Would not be surprised if we see him back on the court at some point in this game. But on your screen, Night at the Races information, February 3rd. You're going to scan the QR code there. Thank you for all the athletic boosters do for all of Holy Name Sports and our efforts here at Holy Name Broadcasting. Once again, as well, we've been back on Tuesday, boys basketball, 7:15 p.m. at Lake Catholic. Wednesday, home, 7 p.m. girls basketball against Padua. And then Friday, we go to Padua for that boys game at 6 p.m. To stay updated on all the games we are covering, follow Holy Name Broadcasting on Instagram and Twitter. To stay updated on all the Holy Name Sports, follow Holy Name Athletics on Instagram and Twitter. And finally, subscribe here to Holy Name Athletics YouTube and put on push notifications to be notified when we go live. 2 minutes left to go in halftime. We'll take another break here. This has been the Holy Name Broadcasting Halftime Show. Back on at the half from Warrensville Heights High School. It is Holy Name finding themselves down 35-30 to the Gilmour Academy Lancers. If you're just tuning in, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this afternoon. It's been a game storied with 3-pointers. Gilmour scoring theirs. Holy Name, not so much. Bolin inbounds to Stiers in the backcourt to get things underway in the second half. Mind you, this is the third quarter. Holy Name begins the ball with due to the fact that Gilmour kicked it out of play to begin the game. Lewis, that one over the head of Bolin. So just as the first half started, whoever starts with the ball turns it over. It goes back to the Lancers. Gilmour led by David Funstein inside the paint. He has 8 so far on the afternoon, and he looks to add on to it here as he is in the paint working on Lewis. But it will be him now outside the arc to take the ball. 3 for Lawless. No good. Board by Joe Lewis over Jackson. Bolin on the right side. He leads Holy Name with 8, taking it up. Bolin on the floater from just outside the paint. No good. Tipped around. Stiers corrals. Stiers in the paint. No good. Blocked down by the rim. In transition, Iliano, Funstein. Not to double digits as Cole does enough on defense. Both of them go to the ground really hard. You can hear the thump even in my headphones. Bolin driving. He loses it. It goes out of play, and it will remain with the Green Wave. A lot of physicality inside the arc today for both teams. Bolin inbound. It's him, Lewis, Stiers, Cole, and Himonick on the court for the Green Wave. Inside the arc, Lewis kicks Stiers. Stiers matching up against Tim Lee, works off the screen, hands, tipped out of play, and it'll go back to Gilmour off the hands of Joe Lewis. So 2 possessions, 2 turnovers for Holy Name, 1 possession and 1 missed shot for the Lancers. Jackson on the right side is going to take it up the court for them. Nice pass inside. Lawless doesn't get his head around to see it. Perfectly picked out pass, there's nothing going with it. In transition, Stiers goes coast to coast and fouled. He'll go to the charity stripe for 2. Holy Name, 2 for 3 from the line thus far. Foul goes against Nick Iliano. It'll be Iliano's first foul correction overall. Stiers his first. It's good. Nothing but net. Holy Name now down by 4. With 6:44 to play, this is the one that matters. It'll be Funstein and Lee working on Cole and Lewis for the rebound. It won't matter. Stiers sinks it. Holy Name 4 for 5 from the line. Gilmour up by 3 with 6:38 to go in the third. Inside the arc, Funstein trying to find someone. Tipped around. It tips to Lee. Outside the arc, Funstein fakes. Puts up a floater. Now, no good. Tipped around. Stiers shifts it out of play. And it'll be Gilmour ball. A lot of bouncing around inside the arc. Just a lot of miscommunication by both teams. I don't think either team meant to have the ball tip around as much as it did, but nonetheless it did. Lee outside the arc working on Bolin. Loss makes a run. And it'll go back to Holy Name. No official designation given quite yet. And they will not announce what it was. Maybe a double dribble, but nonetheless, it's Holy Name ball with a chance to tie. Bolin working against Lawless. Bolin turns, drives. It's an offensive charge. It would have been an and one. Coach Patton, well, his brother as well can't believe it. No one can. It is now Gilmour ball. I don't know about that one. I know Michael was here. He'd be having some comments, but I don't know. He was not set. I don't know about that one, ladies and gentlemen. You obviously can't see it. But if that's one you're giving as a charge, I don't know. That's a call. Gilmour gets away with one. Not for long as Holy Name gets a steal. Lewis, but they get it back. Gilmour, Lawless from downtown. No good. Rebound by Stiers. Taken away by Lee. And a travel. We'll get it back to Holy Name. So in the end, as most calls do, it doesn't matter which way it went. It'll be Holy Name ball. The only real questionable call of the game so far. These officials did an excellent job going this game. I can see what they called it pretty much every single one of these. Stiers taking it up the court here on the right side. Has Lee. Gilmour starting to press on man with 2 in the backcourt. Bolin now taking it off the screen, set by Cole against Lawless. Bolin drives. This floater, no good. Board grab by Funstein. Lee on the left side. Lee, what a run inside. Rejected down by the rim, but Olsen, what a run. Funstein sent away by Bolin. Lawless, no one home from downtown. No good. Funstein, the board. Lee, another chance for some points. Other side, Lawless from the left side. No good. Stiers the board, and it will be a foul against Holy Name off ball. And now it'll be an inbound for the Lancers. It'll be a foul against Bolin. So only 2 points scored so far and about 3 minutes to play in the second half. They get 4 points. Funstein, no one near him, lays that one in the paint. Funstein, the first man into double digits. Actually, no, it should be Lawless with 17. That one was not on the board recently. They added a bunch of them. Cole from downtown. Bang! Andrew Cole drains the triple. Holy Name now within 2. So 2 in double figures is now the board has been updated officially. It is Lawless with 17, Funstein with 10, and now Humanik with 10 for the Green Wave silently as well. That one no good, tips around, corralled in by Andrew Cole. Cole, a triple and a board. Holy Name now has a real chance to tie it up here. Bowler directing traffic. Bowen gets it, working on Lawless. Cole to tie it. Tie game! Drew Cole has 7 on the night. Who thought that would be a comment ever said this year? 2 months ago, we didn't even know he was playing, and now 7 points. A lot of guys with points, 7, 8, 9, 10. Read the scoreboard for the Green Wave, along with 3 for the Jackrabbit. The putback from Funstein goes. Gilmour retakes the lead. Butler with 3, Cole with 7. 10 points from guys you never really thought would get some points on the board. Humanek kicks, Cole outside the arc. Nice run by Humanek. It's tied again. Humanek, a nice run to the basket. He has 12. It is 39 all. Gilmour working quickly here. Lee gives it Funstein. That one good. It's trading buckets. Bowen to take it out the center of the court for the Green Wave. Gilmour up by 2. Substitution in the offing for them. Bowen kicks Stiers. Stiers drives. We're tied again. We're trading buckets still. Drew Stiers. Wallace inside. Funstein. 41 all. No one home with 3 for the Lancers. No good. Cole can't get the board, and a foul against Cole. Going up for the rebound. That'll be his 3rd. We'll send the Lancers to the charity stripe. So 41 all with 2:57 to play. Funstein so far on the night, 14. He looks to add some points here. That one at the front of the rim, no good from Funstein. The pressure getting to him a little bit. And that's enough to call a timeout from Coach DeCrane of the Lancers. It's 41 all, 2:57 to go. Hohenheim battling back, 11-6 run in the 3rd quarter. Back from the timeout with 2:57 to play in the 3rd quarter. There's still one more free throw to go. As of now, it's a tie game at 41 all. If you're just tuning in, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you on this audio-only broadcast from Hohenheim Broadcasting. Funstein with 14 so far on the night goes to the line for his 2nd of 2 after he missed the first, forcing Coach DeCrane to call timeout. Coach Patton giving instructions. Cole and Bowen to go for the board if they need to. They don't. It sinks. And now it's a 1-point game. Hohenheim, with any sort of bucket, takes the lead. Butler on the right side, looking for someone to get open here. Kicks to Cole. Overlapping runs. Hohenheim's one of their favorite things to do. Stiers now has it outside the arc. Stiers driving for the lead. No shot, and it'll be a foul. Will send Hohenheim to the baseline to inbound. Foul will go against number 13, Kingston Seals. That'll be Seals' first foul. Butler inbound, finds Cole outside the arc. Cole looking to kick it, has Bowen do an overlapping run. Funstein on Bowen, Bowen for the lead. It's a lead around the world and in. First lead of the afternoon for the Green Wave. We've been waiting for it. Hohenheim, they battled back from down 11 in the first to up 1 in the 3rd. Funstein driving, nice turn, no good. The putback, no good. The putback, that one good. 3 times the turn for Funstein. Gilmour retakes the lead, so Hohenheim held the lead for all of 15 seconds maybe, but they look to take it back here as they are looking good. They've come out of the half looking strong, and as Mike would say, coming out of the half strong, you're prized to win. That one floats it in by Bowen. Hohenheim retakes the lead. It's all offense after the halfway point of the quarter. Driving is Olsen, kicks to Lee. Lee finds Funstein, looking for someone to get open. Funstein, that might be a charge. It is! Cole draws a charge. It's Holy Name ball. There you go, Andrew Cole. He used to be committing the fouls. He still has 3, but that one goes in favor of Holy Name. That's a way to set the tempo, up by 1. And now Aiden Butler, while getting rebounds and stuff like that, now he's been asked to clean the court. Aiden Butler, floor cleaner of the game, brought to you by me. And now some of the opponents and teams for the next game have popped up here at Warrensville Heights. Holy Name up by 1 and has possession here. Butler gonna hand it off the ball and take up on the right side. He's gonna look and make a move on Eliano. Ball in the floater, no good. Stiers the putback, it's in. Holy Name leads by 3. Stiers with 13, Kivnick with 12, Bowen with 10, Cole with 7, and Butler with 3. That's your scoring. It is Renfro in the corner. Nice run made by Seals. Kicks to tie it. No, fake by Lee. Corner. Now to tie it for the Lancers. No good. Rebound, Max Bowen. Bowen not fouled there, but loses it for a second. Bowen drives to the rim. No good. Rebound, corralled by Lee. In transition, Renfro gets Cole to miss, and it's in. Off the glass. Holy Name leads by 1, 47-46, with 40 seconds to play here in the third. Butler taking up the right side. He's looking for some help. Gets it to Bowen. Bowen has him if he wants. I'm not going to take him quite yet. Bowen, that one punched away on the tip so he can take it back court. That one punched away again. He falls on it, gets it up court. And in Flattery for the lead again for the Lancers. It's no good, but a foul against Bowen will send Renfro to the line for 2. So 19.2 seconds left, and Gilmour has an opportunity to retake the lead as their defense turned into offense. For the first time today, their defense had turned into offense. The Holy Name turned on the Jets offensively. Camargo to check in after the shot. It's good. It's a tie game at 47-all. Camargo for Butler is the substitution. If this one goes in, it's a Lancer lead. If it doesn't, it's a tie game, and Holy Name has a chance for the last shot. Renfro for the lead. No good. Rebound, Andrew Cole. The defense does enough. So here comes Camargo in the green wave on the right side. Let's 10 seconds. Stiers, Kivnick for the lead. No good. Rebound will go to the Lancers. They have the last shot in. They take the lead as the buzzer sounds. Going into the fourth, it'll be a Lancer lead courtesy of Nick Iliano. 49-47 in favor of the Gilmour Lancers. We'll be back on in a minute to bring you the final quarter of play at Warrensville Heights in the East versus West Challenge 2023. Eight minutes left to go in regulation here at Warrensville Heights High School. Your score, Holy Name down 49-47 to the Gilmour Lancers. And a score update for you, Normandy out of the half, pulling away from the girls, winning 36-26 in the third quarter as of now. We might get you one more update before this game is over. This game, same start time, looks like it will end far sooner than that game, unless Holy Name or Gilmour forces overtime. But it's a Gilmour 2-point lead courtesy of a floater by Nick Iliano off the glass. Iliano, 21 points last time out, only 5 today. But it's been Jimmy Lawless along with David Funstein in double figures, leading the Lancers in scoring. Iliano gives to Renfro. Renfro matching up against Humanick, driving. Floater over Humanick. It'll be a travel after the shot is in. It'll be Holy Name ball. You can read the lips of Renfro. Why is that a travel? You gotta be careful. You can't really be saying that. You gotta be careful. Bowen, nice passing with Camargo to Stiers. Stiers driving against Jackson, and a foul against Jackson will send Holy Name to the baseline. Funstein a check back in for the Lancers at the next stoppage, and that stoppage will be now. That will send Jackson to the sidelines. So Max Bowen inbound. Holy Name lining up with Joe Lewis, Adam Humanick, Chris Camargo, and Stiers. Goes to Stiers, the back man of the line, matching up against Iliano. Drew Stiers on Nick Iliano. Junior on junior kicks. Bowen back to Stiers. Stiers to Bowen. Bowen looking for some numbers. Back to Stiers. Camargo on the right side. Back to Stiers. Stiers kicks. Bowen. Pump fakes. Inside the arc. Lewis. Lewis. Stiers. No one home for the lead. Bang! Stiers regains the lead for Neighbor Nation. There you go. 50-49. Holy Name leads. And you're awfully close to that 53.2 points per game allowed on average by the Lancers this year. Lee outside the arc, makes Bowen miss, kicks, Iliano drives. Nice pass to Funstein. Funstein being marked by Camargo, run by Lee. It rolls around the world and not in. Talk about unlucky. An excellent shot, doesn't get the fall. And Holy Name still leads by one. How unlucky is Gilmour? I feel bad for him. That one should have went in. Camargo bobbles, keeps it against Lawless. Lawless leading the game with 17 for either team. Camargo looking to kick it, and a blocking foul against Lawless. That'll be Lawless's second, will send Camargo and the Green Wave to the baseline. So we're gonna have our tightest finish of the year. Most games that we've covered this year ending by more than double-digit either-way results. I believe every game has, if I'm not mistaken. Inbound, Bowen loses it. Lee gets it, passes out, but it will go to Renfro, who gives it to Lee. If you tuned off at the beginning of the first quarter with a 14-3 Gilmour lead, you were mistaken. Holy Name brought it back to a 1-point lead, and now we have a tight game. Lee passes, blocked by Lewis. It'll be Gilmour ball, but what a block by Joe Lewis, his second of the game. The big man, Joe Lewis, they really can't shoot on him. It's either a foul or rejection. That one goes in favor of the Green Wave, rejected. Renfro to inbound, kicks it back to Funstein. Funstein hands off to Iliano. Iliano got a piece by Lewis, but it's not enough. They lead by one. Camargo on the left side. Cole and Butler to check in at the next stoppage. Camargo goes coast to coast. No good. Rebound by the Lancers, and they have a chance. And a foul from behind against the Green Wave, most likely against Stiers, and it is. That'll be Stiers' first foul committed of the night. He leads Holy Name in scoring with 13. Usually, near this time, we'll announce our Keon Sports Player of the Game. We're gonna probably have to wait until after this game is over to announce it. This one, too tight to call by any stretch of the imagination. On the right side, Tim Lee takes it, kicks to the left. Renfro from downtown, it's good! The Lancers lead by 2 possessions. Butler on the right side will take it up for the Green Wave, kicks to Bowen. Bowen now to Andrew Cole, who has 7. Cole kicks it, what a run by Stiers, off the glass and in. It's a 2-point game now once again. Stiers with 15. Floater there by the Lancers, falls for Renfro. Like for like, match for match. Gilmour up by 4 in this match. A little bit of rhyming for you, ladies and gentlemen. Stiers working on Lawless. Over Funstein, and it's a blocking, a charge against Stiers. Funstein was 100% set, and David Funstein might have turned the ties to the Lancers. Coach Pat not happy, but he was set. He was definitely set on that one. He had the 2 steps, had the second. That was the right call, in my opinion, by the officials. Unfortunate for Holy Name to surrender, but David Funstein, he has plenty of points on the board tonight. None of those matter as much as that charge that he basically caused. Olsen hands off. Renfro driving. He goes to the ground. And a foul by Butler. Now that one I don't agree with as much. I look like he just kind of tripped on his own, but nonetheless, sends him to the baseline. With 4:44 to play in this afternoon's contest at the East versus West Challenge 2023. Renfro to inbound here. Backcourt to Funstein. Funstein hands to Eliano. Fighting for Funstein. Cole fighting for it too. Jump ball. Waiting for the call. And somehow Gilmour ball. I cannot believe it. They might have given him a timeout. I don't know. They're giving it on the timeout. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, that changes the game. That should have been a jump ball, but they're not going to give it. I don't know. It's close. This game's going to end up being a couple-point game. We're going to look back to this. We're also going to look back to that first half, but my opinion is that was a jump ball. It would have went to Holy Name, but alas, it's a 56-52 lead as Gilmour keeps possession. We'll say here as the timeout is about ended. But now if you're Gilmour, they got to score here. You got the call, you got the timeout in, you got to prove you can do something with it. That would be huge for them. If they get this bucket, it's well-deserved. Like I said, you're not playing against the refs, you're playing with what they give you. That one could have gone either way. Did not see a timeout designation, but still, it'll go Gilmour's way. And it goes to Stars off the inbound. Quote Cam Ragazzo, ball don't lie. Coast to coast, it's in for Drew Stires in a 2-point game. So in the end, Holy Name did get possession. Just off the inbound. Gilmour looking to make something happen here. Funstein outside the arc. Spins on Cole. Inbound pass. Butler got a piece of it and it falls for Olsen. Holy Name still down by 4 with 4 minutes to go. Cole gets it. He drives, kicks, Stires. Floaters in for Drew Stires. He has 19. Timeout, Coach Pettin and the Green Wave. This timeout will go to a break with 4:03 left to go. It's Gilmour up by 2, 58-56 over the Green and White. Back from the timeout here at Warrensville Heights High School. We have a tight game down the stretch, 58-56 with 4:03 to go in favor of the Gilmour Lancers. If you're just tuning in, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this afternoon. We got 3 more games this coming week before we go to Christmas, and then 1 more before the year is out. So 4 more broadcasts before 2024. Cole the steal, in transition, he loses it again to Lee. Gilmour lucky to get that break. Olsen, corner. Eliano falls, it goes to Cole. And a foul sends Gilmour to the baseline. I think he whipped on his own. It might have gotten some contact. Yeah, he probably did get some contact there. It was close. And now on the left side where Holy Name cheerleaders are, Maple Heights makes their entrance to Warrensville Heights. On the right side is Lake Catholic. You have Lake Catholic versus Maple Heights here at 2:30 next up following this game. Off the inbound to Lawless. Inside, Funstein working on Cole. Funstein kicks out to Lee. Lee, pass underneath the basket, taking it out is Olsen. Gives Lawless to Lee. Lee matching up against Maxwell Bolin. 2-point advantage for the Lancers. Gilmour slowing things down plenty. Olsen working on Aiden Butler. Hands off, Lawless outside the arc, Funstein. Funstein looking for someone to get open here, spinning on Cole. Kicks out to Lawless outside the arc. Matched up against Butler. Lawless still inside the arc, fighting on Cole. Now kicks. Corner to Olsen. Coach Patton wanting a call maybe on the outside line, and they keep it out. It's an over in the back. It'll be Holy Name ball. So once again, Holy Name, another opportunity here to tie things up or even take the lead. Whatever their fancy is, they can do it. And now they're convening here. And they'll give it to be an inbound inside Holy Name's front court, not the back. Stires will now go back court along with Butler. And Butler gets the inbound. Stires left side. Directs traffic here to Maxwell Bolin. Aiden Butler now on the right side. Kicks across the court to Stires. Stires for the tie. No good. Butler goes up for the rebound, keeps it in. Cole to tie it. He does! Andrew Cole. He has 9 on the afternoon. It's 58 all. We got a tight game, ladies and gentlemen. Tim Lee. Iliano to the left side. Lee, top of the arc. Lee working on Max Bolin. Lee inside the arc, Funstein working on Cole, spins. Kicks to the corner, Lolis. On Butler, outside, Funstein has Cole marking him. Drives on Cole. Funstein kicks, a run by Lee. And it's good. Over Bowen. It's 60-58. Ball on the left side, 2 minutes to go. Give and go with Bolin. Butler. Stires outside the arc. Bolin. Stires, corner. Gimnick fakes for the lead. Bang! Bang! Gilmour gives Holy Name the lead. I cannot believe it. Holy Name leads by 1. And a timeout by Holy Name. I cannot believe it with 1:44 to go. Gilmour does it again. What a job by the senior in the corner. No surprises there. Mr. Automatic gives Holy Name a 1-point lead. 61-60, Neighbor Nation on top. We'll be back on in a minute. Right. 1:44 left to go here in tonight's contest. Holy Name up by 1, 61-60, courtesy of a corner 3 by who else but Adam Humidic. If you're just tuning in, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this afternoon. And as I said before, your player of the game brought to you by Keon Sports. We'll have to wait until after this game. This one's way too tight to call. Right now for Holy Name, it's between Adam Humidic, Drew Stires, and Andrew Cole. And for the Lancers, it's either going to be one of two players, David Funstein or Jimmy Lawless. Stay tuned to decide who that is, and also the Gatorade Player of the Game brought to you by the East versus West Challenge. Inside the arc, Lawless down by 1, takes it out. Defense chance getting loud by Neighbor Nation on the far side. Lawless loses it. It's out of bounds. It's Holy Name ball with 1:20 to go. Andrew Cole forces it. Substitution being made. It's Kingston Seals subbing out Iliano. That might decide it. Andrew Cole forcing it. You gotta score if you're Holy Name. Score and it might be done. Score and defense. Bolin, Stires, corner to Himenek, back to Stires. Holy Name trying to pass it around here. Stires. Stires holding on to it. Kicks, Bolin. Stires. Stires drives outside of the arc, backside Bolin. Stires. No fouls yet, less than a minute to go. And a foul, it looks like. It'll be a foul against Lee. So that'll be Gilmour's third. They still have 2 more before it goes and gives Holy Name a trip for the charity stripe. But wow, even if Holy Name doesn't win this game, what a job here. Coming in here, as I said, 8-point underdogs, which is probably about what you said the consensus is around the OHSAA for this game. And making a statement, playing Gilmour tough. Lee tips it out of play. It's still Holy Name ball. But what an effort there from Tim Lee. Shot out of a cannon to tip that one out. They got to give respect to him. He's played his heart out today. I can't see his points right now, but his impact has been far beyond the points. He's one heck of a player. Gilmour, one heck of a team. Much love to our friends from Gates Mills. And a foul there against the Lancers goes against Renfro. So one more before that sends Holy Name to the line. And if you look at the roster right now, I think you send either Cole or Butler to the line if you're Gilmour. But let's see where the ball goes to. It's intentional foul time, as it'll be Butler to inbound here. Let's see who they give it to. 61-60, 48-7 to go. Holy Name hadn't led until the second half. Now leads by 1. Butler needs to inbound it. And timeout, Coach Patton. No one home. So now Holy Name goes and draws something up here. 61-60. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We have a tight finish here at Warrensville Heights High School. You are watching Holy Name versus Gilmour basketball on your home for all Holy Name sports. Holy Name Athletics YouTube. Back on at Warrensville Heights High School, Holy Name finds themselves up 61-60 over the Gilmour Academy Lancers. If you're just tuning in, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this afternoon. Most likely we've come out of our final timeout of the afternoon, unless this game for some reason does go into overtime. It's a one-point game. You never know, it might go into overtime. Your final score check of the girls basketball game shows that Normandy up 45-35 with 4:30 to go in the game over the Green Waves. So Normandy most likely to get a win over the girls basketball team, who we will see Wednesday at home against Padua Franciscan at 7 p.m. Butler looking to inbound, has no one home again, finds Cole. Cole bobbles, gets it. Cole gets rid of it. It's picked off, but a foul before he passes it. That will send them to the line. Gilmour can't believe it. Foul against Lawless. If you're Gilmour, you gotta be kicking yourselves. All you had to do was let that play out, and you had a chance to retake the lead. But now it goes to Andrew Cole. He needs to sink these two. He's had his struggles this year from the line. He might have, I don't even know if he's made one this year. I don't know if he's made a free throw this year. I don't think he has. And it doesn't change. He starts. There we go, we're back on. A little bit of a minor error there. 61-60 with 45.2 seconds to go. Cole missed his first substitution by the Lancers. Has Renfro sub in for Jackson.
Taking in for Gilmour is number 10, Kai Jackson.
So Cole, the biggest shot of his career so far. Makes it, double digits, 2-point lead. Misses, Gilmour had a chance to take the lead on the next shot. He misses it, tips around. It's Gilmour ball, timeout Gilmour. What a job there from Coach DeCrane. Not even blinking. I guess a timeout off with 43.3 seconds to go. Oh, they needed to sink one of those, and now Gilmour has a chance. It'll be a full timeout, but oh my goodness. It's tough here. Still, player of the game undecided for both teams right now for Holy Name. Unless someone makes one last shot, it's between Humanick and Stiers. I got to give the nod to Humanick. As of right now, he gives Holy Name their advantage, 61-60. For the Lancers, it's either Funstein or Lawless. Right now, Funstein, I don't have his total numbers for you. Actually, I do. He has 17, and same thing with Lawless. But Funstein has one less foul. If things hold, or someone makes a shot, or someone doesn't make a shot, if player of the game would go to Gilmour, it has to go to Funstein with one less foul. That's one way not to get player of the game. We'll also have our Gatorade player of the game brought to you by the East versus West Classic, or challenge following the conclusion of this afternoon's ball game, whether it be in 43.3 seconds or after overtime, where we will have to wait and see. Don't know if a decision has been made for that one yet, but our decision here has not been made. Tight game here, 61-60. Holy Name, you talk about the ghost of Holy Name, that's Mr. Airbar's bread and butter. If you know him, that's what he talks about. If Holy Name pulls out this victory, you have another ghost to add to the collection. You've had plenty of ghosts over the last couple of years added to it. This one just adds to the lore and the being of what Holy Name High School is and embodies. Funstein to inbound, gives it away to Jackson. Holy Name has only 4 fouls, so the next foul they give up would send Gilmour to the line. Gilmour might take the last shot or might quickly. Holy Name gets it back with a steal. Ball in transition. Serves it down, but misses it. No, he misses. It's Gilmour ball. Bolin does too much and misses. For the second time this year, the rim rejects Maxwell Bolin. A simple layup would have done, but now Gilmour has another shot. Oh my goodness, that's heartbreaking. Gilmour has a shot once again. Any shot wins it. They don't need a 3 now to tie it. Olsen, outside the arc, Funstein on Cole. Kicks, Wallace. And timeout, Gilmour. I spoke too soon. With 13-6 to go, we'll take one final timeout. One last shot to decide it. If it goes in, Gilmour wins it. Player of the game, probably whoever makes a shot. If Holy Name gets a defensive stop, your player of the game goes to Adam Humanek. 13-6 to go. We'll be back on in a minute. .6 seconds to go. One shot for all the marbles. Gilmour with possession, down by 1. Given this opportunity by a missed dunk by Maxwell Bolin. Bolin, Butler, Stiers, Cole, Himmick on the court for the Green Wave. Inbound, Lee kicks it to, he kicks it, Iliano the run, bobbles, it is out of bounds! It's Holy Name ball! They might have done it! They might have done it! Substitution here. Olsen checks in for Iliano. Iliano bobbles it out of play. Holy Name might win it. Timeout, Coach Patton. He needed this timeout. Oh my goodness. Holy Name bailed by the bobble. It's 61-60. With 7.2 seconds to go. Gilmour, if they lose, drop to 4-2. Holy Name, for the first time since December 2nd, with a win, jump back over 500 and would be 4-3 on the year. Just, wow. What a great game and what a great finish to this second game of the East versus West Challenge. So many storylines for this game. So much to unpack going into Tuesday's game against Lake Catholic, who play next against Maple. I mean, Holy Name came out of the half playing better, have outscored Gilmour by 6 in this half. They outscored him 36. No, hold on. Let me think for a second here. Hold on. 31-25. There we go. That's the score in the second half. Outscoring him by that much. They've done an excellent job. They just need to seal the deal now. Sealing the deal, send them to 4-3. Not sealing it, send them to 3-4. Overtime, pretty much impossible at this point. The nerves are here. Not many people here in the house, but those that are, even if you're Maple Heights or Lake Catholic, are on the edge of their seats. The biggest inbound of the year for Holy Name, Butler to take it. Butler, Stiers, Cole, Himonic, Bolin, all in to try and to seal the deal. Let's see what Holy Name can cook up. Butler, up court, Stiers open to seal it. He does! Stiers seals it potentially. One last shot for the game. No good! Holy Name wins it! Holy Name wins it! They did it! Stiers does enough! Himonic's 3 sealed the deal! The stress relieved! Your final score, Holy Name 63, Gilmour 60. Your player of the game brought to you by Keon Sports. For the first time this year, I'm doing 2 players of the game. Drew Stiers and Adam Himonic, co-players of the game. It's deserved. But your final score, Holy Name wins it 63-60. What a game on the Green Wave. Cole scores, Butler scores. It's a Holy Name party. It's a Namer party. And Namer parties, they don't stop. We'll be back on Tuesday for boys basketball, 7:15 against Lake Catholic. Friday at Padua for boys, and Wednesday for the girls at 7 p.m. To stay up to date on all the games that we are covering, follow Holy Name Broadcasting Instagram and Twitter. To stay up to date on all of Holy Name Sports, follow Holy Name Athletics Instagram and Twitter. And finally, subscribe here to Holy Name Athletics YouTube and put out push notifications to be notified when we go live. My heart can take a breather now. We're good. We're not going to have a heart attack today. Holy Name wins by 3. Thank you for tuning in and watching this audio-only call of Holy Name versus Gilmour basketball. On your home for all Holy Name Sports, Holy Name Athletics YouTube. Have a good day, everyone. Your player of the game for Gatorade's thing with this classic is Drew Stiers. Have a good night, everyone, and go Namers.